Hello, my name is Ryan Anthony, and I am a student in Dr. Carr's 695 class. Today, I will discuss self-mentoring. Self-mentoring is, before I get into what self-mentoring is, I'll be using Dr. Carr's Invisible Leader book, also the self-mentoring website, and the video as well. Self-mentoring is the process by which an individual learns new skills or cope with a situation. There are 4 levels to self-mentoring: self-awareness, self-development, self-reflection, and self-monitoring. Dr. Carr explains or describes the process of moving through the levels at your own pace. She likens it to learning judo or learning karate. I thought that was a great analogy because self-mentoring gives you an opportunity to improve your skills. Of the 4 levels, what I like most is the self-monitoring, the self-reflection piece. And I know that self-reflection comes before self-monitoring. But you have 4 levels, and there are about 10 questions that you will have to go through after you go through the total process. So the self-awareness part allows you or gives you the opportunity to identify areas of weakness. So, for example, let's say that my current role, I'm a principal. So let's say one of my areas of weakness is dealing with conflict with staff members. Let's say I don't want to be involved with conflict with staff members. So the self-awareness piece, I will have to identify this issue as a problem that I want to work on. Self-development allows me to put together a plan to address my area of concern and to actually go about improving. So if it's conflict that I want to fix, then I need to take steps in order to address conflict. Read books, watch seminars or attend seminars, watch videos, put some type of plan in place in order to advance on my weakness. Next is self-reflection. As I implement this plan, I have to continually reflect upon my growth as a leader, as a professional, and my growth through this process. And finally, self-monitoring. So once I move through the self-reflection piece, I'm going to continue to monitor my progress, collect data, go back and adjust. Have I corrected a problem? Okay, let's say that I did. 3 months from now, I need to still go back and visit. Am I still correcting these issues? Am I still, in a good place? If I am, that's great. If not, then I need to go back through the process again. So that's when I would go back through self-awareness again, and to figure that out, self-development and self-reflection. The self-mentoring piece is a valuable tool, I believe, because it allows you to be honest with yourself and to develop a plan of action in order to improve yourself. At the beginning of this process, as we've gone through these modules and these various components, I had several questions that I would like to have answered. I believe self-mentoring is a strong tool that can be used, that should be used to improve a professional's quality. One thing that I would like to point out that I found with self-mentoring is the self-development piece. So you set your expectation, what is working, what isn't working, your new strategy. You set a timeline, your measurement, and your assessment again, and then a new strategy. I like that for self-development. What I really liked about it is, or what I really enjoy, is identifying the problem, setting the expectation, and to find out what's working and what's not working. It's important to be reflective in all practices. In my current profession, I encourage students to be reflective. I encourage teachers to be reflective. And also, I need to be reflective as an instructional leader to make sure that the goal and the vision for the organization that we set forward is working. So the self-mentoring piece is very important for that. Self-reflection talks about reflection, feedback, and networking, but the data analysis. So all of these are very powerful tools. I reflect a lot. I use a lot of self-reflection. Fortunately for me, I have about an hour drive to and from work, so it gives me a lot of time to think about my day, what's happened today, what worked today, what were my wins, what were my losses, how will I improve upon my losses, and how am I going to leverage my wins to ensure that we're successful. So to wrap it all up, Self-mentoring is a 4-step process that is guided at the individual's own pace. And as you move through the levels, from level 1 through level 4, there are about 10 questions that you're going to have to answer along the way. It is a continuous process, and it is a very powerful tool. So as you go through your 4 stages, just remember that it's an ongoing process: self-awareness, self-development, self-reflection, and self-monitoring. Thank you for your time.